Hello, my name is Ocho. I am doing a series of interviews with Mankato artists for Mankato Life website. This is actually my first interview. It's with Mr. Tanner Peterson. He's a good friend of people in Mankato. Tanner, how long you been here and practicing your art here?
I'd say about 2 years now.
Okay.
It was 2 summers ago that I played my first open mic at Coffee Hag, and then my second open mic was at Pub 500. I grew up in St. Peter, which is 10 minutes down the road from Mankato, and then I came to these open mics, and there's a lot more musicians than I was expecting there to be.
Right.
And I learned a lot from a lot of those different musicians, and I've luckily collaborated with quite a bit. I got to meet Dustin Gill. He's definitely had a significant influence on me and my music and everything. Cool. I managed to record a song with him even at the MSU studio, and I'm not currently an MSU student, but it was very cool working with some of the MSU students who are majoring in music industry. Yeah.
What would you say you've taken away from that, from those collaborations and from that experience?
I'd say that I definitely taken away that it's all DIY for any musician. I still have a lot to learn, but I've learned that it's completely up to me what I want to create and how far I'm willing to go out of my comfort zone to go after the goals that say I have. So I'd love to record a debut album. I'd love to just share music with as many people as I possibly can throughout the United States, and that's a very hefty goal. But I got to start somewhere, and starting here, it's been a lot of fun meeting others who have the same exact goals even in Mankato. So the coolest part about being in Mankato is meeting all those like-minded people who know that it's completely up to us what we want to create, and if they fail, they don't blame it on anyone else other than themselves. Right. So we're all here just helping each other grow, and we're just giving to each other, and we're not taking really at all from each other. We're not blaming anything on anyone.
What do you got for plans moving forward then?
So I'd say with everything that I'm doing DIY, I'm releasing a song called Edge of Uncertainty, my very first song I've recorded in the studio at the MSU studio and releasing on Spotify. I plan on showing it to producers at the next music conference I'm going to.
Edge of Uncertainty? Yep. And what's the music conference called?
The music conference is called Hawaii Songwriting Festival. And I got to go there last September, and it was one of the best decisions I've made. I got to meet Jason Mraz in person, and he got to give me advice about basically how to go about this route that a lot of people, very few people take. And
Jason Mraz, from what I understand, but he sort of came up on his own in, I believe, San Diego. Yeah, but he was just like a coffee shop singer-songwriter kind of guy, like performing locally at things when he grew up from that. So
yeah, it was.
So what did he say?
It was really cool meeting him when I first walked up to him. I've never had an actual panic attack where my heart races and I can't breathe, but that was the closest thing I've had to a panic attack. Was meeting Jason Mraz. My heart was racing and my breathing went really short. And the first few words I said to him, I was like, "Have you ever heard of the song You Bleepin' Did It?" It's his really fast talk song, or it's kind of a rap, but it's
I've heard you play that. Is that Ed Sheeran or?
That's him that wrote it.
Yeah.
And it's all about, it's kind of just being kind of cocky, but also being humble at the same time, and just having fun with having plays on words and everything. And right away I said, you know that song? I played it at an open mic just a few weeks ago, and I was talking about when I performed that song at Pub 500 with my friend Jacob Marlowe. And Jacob Marlowe is the one who told me about that song. So luckily, because of my friend Jacob Marlowe, I got to have that cool connection. I had something to say to Jason Mraz.
There you go.
And then right away he was like, "Oh, that's awesome," and he thought that was really cool. And then I asked for his autograph right away, and he said, "Tanner, you bleeping did it, Jason Raz.
Nice.
And I still have that right on my bedpost, right next to my bed.
Nice.
And I see it every morning and every night when I wake up, when I go to bed. So moving forward, I'll be going to this next music conference, showing it to producers, getting their feedback, and then my plan is to keep recording more of my songs, especially my song called Sanity. I just kept changing the name on it, but I decided to call it Sanity.
So you're going to record Sanity.
And I already made a music video of it. It was cool because I had the last shot, me, right next, I was walking around on the plaza. Then I walked right up to my guitar case and it was open and it said "The Tips Welcome," smiley face. And that's what I always have set up every Saturday night. And
so you're busking out there every Saturday?
Almost every Saturday.
Well, if you want to catch Tanner Peterson, just go downtown on Saturday and walk around outside.
It's true. I will most likely be there. Another one of my mentors is Jeffrey James. He leads the act, The Jeffrey James Show. And this fall, I will be going on tour with him in Northern California. I'm going to be just his opener for every show. And my goal is to just kind of learn the ropes of how to actually go on tour. Because I've never been on an official tour or anything. And that's my biggest goal, is to just keep learning from the different energies I'm connecting with. After meeting Jason Mraz, I got to meet Nako Bear. He's one of my big influences. He leads Nako Medicine for the People. I got to meet Trevor Hall at his concert. He did a Q&A, and I luckily got to talk to him for a very short while. I asked him for advice for young musicians, and he told me to just stay myself and to play as many places I want. And he said, if anyone tries to change you, just tell them to go screw off.
Sounds good. Sounds like good advice.
I'm following that so far. I think all artists can kind of like relate to that. It's like they just have this longing to just express. And that's really the biggest reason why I want to do this, is just to follow that longing, that calling, whatever you want to call it.
You can't really help it, right? It's coming out of you.
I'm still following just that energy that I can't really explain very well, other than just playing. And then I can explain it. It's just by playing.
Go see Tanner Peterson play, and you'll understand. You'll understand
exactly what we're talking about.
Well, that's awesome. It's very inspiring.
Yeah,
it's good to talk to you. Tanner Peterson, Mankato Life website. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.